Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Christopher's Entertainment Blog. I am Chris. Welcome back for another review video for Agent Carter Season 2. This is another two-part episode. We get episode 8, which is entitled The Edge of Mystery, and episode 9, which is entitled A Little Song and Dance. So these episodes they're running these episodes back to back. They've done this 2 weeks in a row, and I gotta say, these two-part episodes actually feel quite natural, at least to me, anyway. It seems like they're meant to be like this. I know they're trying to get this season done because we got other shows beginning, so they're pushing these episodes along quite quickly. But they do seem like they're quite natural to be like this 2 hour event. So I really enjoyed both of these episodes kind of equally. I mean, I didn't really like one over the other, but I would probably say I kind of maybe enjoyed the second one a little bit better because it was kind of setting up what is going to be in the finale for next week. So, but I one of the things that I really liked in the first episode, we got to see Jack Thompson finally getting involved, which he hasn't been all season. And it was finally that he finally came to his senses as well, which I really enjoyed. I was like, finally, this guy's coming to his senses. And it seemed like these both of these episodes really revolved more around Thompson than anything else. And along with what was going on with Whitney Frost and Wilkes and all that, which was very interesting. But it seemed like it was more Jack Thompson centric, and finally him coming to the realization that Masters is not who he says he is, that he is actually a bad guy. So he's going to stop him from getting those nuclear rods or the fusion rods or whatever. And then somehow, I don't know how, but Vernon Masters got himself one of those devices to erase his memory. I was like, didn't that belong to Samberly, Dr. Samberly? I mean, I don't know. Wasn't it locked away? I don't know. Maybe they have another one. Maybe they have duplicates. I don't know. I really liked the dynamic between Thompson and everybody else. I thought that was great. I really liked the fact that um, I like to see, again, seeing Sousa and Peggy working together. And I really like Jarvis. Jarvis did really, his scenes were really well done. I mean, he was out for blood in these episodes, for what happened to Anna. Looks like she's going to be okay, but unfortunately, she's not going to be able to have children now, which is devastating. And Jarvis can't come to tell her that. And it's this whole both these episodes is him trying to get revenge for what happened to her and try to kill Whitney Frost. And he actually goes through with it at the end. I mean, he just runs right up there and bam, bam, just shoots her, gangster style. I was like, wow. I mean, he didn't hold the gun to her and tell her, to get down or do that. I mean, he just walked right up and bam, just shot her. So it really shows you that Jarvis is kind of cold blooded. I think it kind of surprised Peggy too that he would just run up there like that and just and she even says you tried to kill her in cold blood, and I'm like, well, he is emotional. I mean, it's understandable. I mean, I certainly understand what he's going through, but I mean, he just went up there and just without hesitation and just cold heartedly just shot her, and she survived that. I mean, that didn't do anything to her. She just come back to life. So the zero matter is keeping her alive. So I really like that whole dynamic with Peggy and Jarvis, and then they're in the back of the truck, and then they're having that heartfelt, emotional talk on the side of the road. I thought, well, that was kind of a negative though. I'm like, you're on the side of the road. These guys are going to be looking for you, and you're just there talking. I mean, just get out of the way. You shouldn't be on the road to begin with. But it worked out. They end up getting the guns from those two henchmen, and it worked out okay. I really like Whitney Frost. She's a strong character, but I don't think she's the main villain. There's another villain I think that's in this zero matter situation. Dr. Wilkes got taken somewhere. He came back. He's the only one to ever come back. So there's something else on the other side of that. It's probably something to do with the Doctor Strange crossover thing. I mean, we're dealing with another dimension. So there's probably I forget the name of the villain, but I think in the comics there is another type of a villain or whatever that lives inside the rift or the zero matter. And I think that's what they're hearing. They keep saying, "Well, I'm hearing these voices. I'm hearing something calling us to this zero matter." So there's something else at work here that's pulling the strings. I really hope in the finale that we get to find out what this all ties into the Doctor Strange thing. So yeah, I mean that's kind of cool. What's going on with Wilkes? I mean, he came back from the zero matter. I mean, what is up with him? He's worth more, it seems like, than Whitney Frost, because it pulled him in and not her, and she kept saying, "Take me, take me." So there was something that wanted Wilkes instead of her. So I mean, I can't wait to find out what they're driving at. I mean, that's going to be interesting. The beginning of the second episode I thought was fantastic when Peggy was knocked out and she was in that dream state and she was seeing her brother. It was in black and white. I thought was great. And then we see the dance scene, and it was like a little musical going on with everybody singing and dancing. I thought that was great. We got to see the return of Angie, which was very cool. I mean, we haven't seen her all season. She was in this slight little bit part. I wish we could have got more with her, but I thought that was kind of cool that they brought her back for that little scene, little dream sequence, and we've seen every single character in the show in there singing and dancing. It was quite cool. I really liked the beginning of the second episode. It was very cool. But when it all comes down to it, we get to the end when it basically leaves on a cliffhanger. So, what is going to happen with Thompson and Sousa and Peggy? Peggy's got the gun on them. I mean, it's just like, ooh, I mean, what's going to happen now in the final episode? It should be very interesting. I can't wait to see what happens. But one more little nitpick, guys, before I go, was in the last two episodes, we know that Peggy had a wound. I mean, she was like pierced through with rebarb. She fell and she got pierced. So they did not at all mention that in any of these episodes. The last two episodes, she couldn't even do anything. She was on the sidelines. Now, in these two episodes, she's in there, she's fighting, she's kicking, she's walking. I mean, I don't know if she was running or not. I mean, it seemed like they just glossed over that. It was just like, at least make reference that she's hurt. I mean, they didn't even mention it at all. So that was kind of a negative. I wish they would have mentioned that. It just seemed a little convenient now. But hey, whatever. But hey, guys, if there's anything that I might have missed that you guys liked about the episode or didn't like about the episode, please write in the comments below. But that will do it for me for this week, guys, for another Agent Carter review. I will be back next week for the finale. Until then, take it easy.